Well, welcome here from the commentary position high up in the Wood Erasmus Stadium, and that's the weather today. There's very many people are pleased with the fact that today has turned out to be a lovely day, very, very sunny, perhaps a little bit warm, but certainly the fitness of both sides will not be under question. The Argentinian team today, Sebastian Salvat, who played at centre last year against South Africa in the critical fullback position today. Test debut for Martin Pfister today, the man from Tucumán. Captaining today's Pumas side, his 35th cap for the 36-year-old. Diego Cuesta Silva, that's 45 tests and a real play.
Die man wat in die heel agterposisie sal volstaan vanmiddag, waarskynlik ook sy beste plek. Sleutelspeler in die Suid-Afrikaanse span. Chester Williams, sy 6de toets, nog net 1-3 gedruk, maar 'n opwindende vleuel. Brendan Venter, hy het springbokkleure gekry teen die Engelse en hy het nog nie weer teruggekyk nie. Christian Scholes, 'n groot oomblik vir hom, kom hy van Oos-London in Queenstown se wêreld af. En James Small aan sy buitekant, Suid-Afrika se mees ervare speler in sy 18de toets vandag. Joel Stransky, 2 jaar in die rugbywoestyn gewees, maar hy's terug in sy 5de toets en hy sal seker die skopwerk vanmiddag waarneem. Johan Roux, skramskakel wat die bal voor sy voorspeler sal moet hou. Pieter de Rand, kom ook hier uit die Oos-Kaap uit, Noord-Oos-Kaapse wêreld, 115 kg en hy gaan met Noriega te doen kry. Uli Schmidt, lank nie vir Suid-Afrikaanse rugby beskikbaar nie, op 'n Springbok rugby nie, en hy is vanmiddag terug. Tommy Loubser, hy is vandag 31 jaar oud, verjaar vandag, groot oomblik vir hom, ook 115 kg. Frans Mapinaar, die man wat Suid-Afrika as kaptein teruggebring het, teruggelei het in die toneel van die wêreldrugby. Mark Andrews kan daar baie slotte in die wêreld wees op nommer 2 wat hom kan klop. Driekus Hatting, ook so 'n bietjie uit die rugby toneel uit gewees, Suid-Afrikaanse rugby, maar terug. Goeie slot, baie gewig. Rudolf Stroili, kan hy Suid-Afrika se probleme op die vaskopkant oplos, en dan Tiaan Strauss, ook 'n ervare speler, 'n harde speler wat agter die skrams vir Suid-Afrika baie werd is.
First match for Christian Scholes, just moving out of picture. And a warm applause for the Pumas here at the Wood Erasmus Stadium. There's a real buzz here in Port Elizabeth. The crowd has certainly picked up. And Francois Pienaar will be leading the South African team out onto the field in the city of his birth. 3 debutants, that's Chester Williams, Christian Scholes, of course, Tommy Loubser and Pieter Durant playing for South Africa for the first time today. That's the captain, Marcelo Lafrida, 36 years of age, and how many men are still playing international rugby at his age? He's been called back for his terrific experience and a very well-liked and very respected man by his fellow players. For him today, along with Kitch Christie, the coach. Is this going to be the resurgence of South African rugby? And they've, this morning, talking to Kitch Christie, has said this is the starting point of the resurgence of South African rugby. Well, those are confident statements, but it's an important match for South Africa, and they'll need to get into it early. With me today is Tony Watson and, of course, Steve Strydom. That's referee Glenn Wallstrom, the 35-year-old from Auckland, who's blowing his 5th test today, and the South Africans will remember him from the tour to New Zealand when he blew the South African match against Otago. Tony Watson, this is only the 3rd test against the Argentine, the 2 last year, of course, and then the first one on South African soil. It's going to be an important game for South Africa in respect of trying to curb the good scrumming techniques and the mobility of that Argentinian team.
Well, quite clearly, Gavin, we've seen that the Argentinians have proved to be fantastic scrummagers, and while South Africa having chosen 2 new prop forwards, what a wonderful day and experience for those 2 men, and I'm sure that there's no ways that they would be letting their country down. As we see the national anthems here, and what a momentous occasion.
For the Argentinians, and South Africa will be heartened by the fact that they have two national anthems as well to listen to. Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika, and then the stem or the call of South Africa. Well, despite being a little bit out of tune, it was really spurring stuff there from both teams. That's the Argentinian team for today. And watch out for Ugat Mendia, who's playing at number 8 today. He's a little bit on the slow side, but they've decided, have the Argentinians, that they want to take South Africa on up front. And their famous Bajada scrumming technique is well known to everybody. Big day there for the three debutants who we mentioned a bit earlier. And of course, for South Africa, they've probably got the two best line-out forwards and certainly the two best catchers today. South Africa will be kicking off. Joel Stransky just sharing a little joke with Glenn Wallstrom, but that'll be the end of that because it's serious stuff from now onwards. And won't these first 10 minutes be absolutely critical to both sides? Scoring points early on, kicking goals, whatever it takes. South Africa playing into the sun. Joel Stransky with a start. Big jump there by the Argentinians, coming away beautifully with the ball. That's good running there by Bullrich. Gets out quickly. He's a really nippy man, is Rafael Bullrich. Kick charge down, well taken by Martin Teran. He's a little man, is Teran, but a very lively man. Well, one feels sure that Del Castillo at fly half Argentina is going to enjoy, or not really enjoy it, but he's certainly going to have the South African loose forwards putting all sorts of pressure on him today. Uli Schmidt's first throw, that's Drickus Hutting. Wasn't that a good take? Inside. Good run there by Rudolf Strauly. Johan Roux. Can South Africa spread this? Christian Scholz's first touch. Too much lateral movement by South Africa.
Coming in from the wrong side in that rugby. Penalty against Argentina.
Well, first opportunity here for Joel Stransky.
And here we see the slow motion again. James Small caught in possession. The Springboks showing early that they're intent on running this ball this afternoon, and you can see the Argentinians just coming in the offside position there.
Stransky just taking his time. He was out practicing his kicking in the wind today. There's no wind today. Is that accurate? Yes, it's over.
Wedstrijd waaraan gewen wordt deur Suid-Afrika met 42 punte teenoor 22. Toetswedstrijd wat in 'n geweldige tempo gespeel is. 20 punte verskil op die ou end. Suid-Afrika wat tevrede sal voel, maar ook soms foute gemaak het. En kom ons sluit aan by David van der Sand.
Baie dankie Christo, by my Frans op Pienaar. 'n Groot oorwinning, maar een wat julle ook baie hard moes voorwerk.
Ja, in die begin was het baie hard geweest. Paar oordeelsfoute, paar hanteerfoute vir ek myself. Die ouens het weer by my goed regkom in die tweede helfte en die drie gedruk toe dit aan was.
In the first rugby test against the Argentinian Pumas by 42 points to 22 in Port Elizabeth, but not in convincing style. Despite outscoring the Pumas by 5 tries to 3, there'll be changes to the lineup for the second test. David van der Sant reports on the first official test match between the two countries on South African soil.
The Boetie Erasmus crowd was stunned into silence when the Puma captain Marcelo Lofreda scored just 5 minutes into the game to give his side a rather unexpected lead. South Africa hit straight back. Johan Roux got the first of 2 tries after some good handling by the Springbok backs. And the Springboks' performance in the lineouts were also disappointing. According to national coach Tish Christie, there will be changes to the side to play Argentina in the second test.
I would like to make a couple of changes, not call them dropping. I just want to try different combinations. I'm trying to ascertain a side what you would call, and then carry on sort of with some form of continuity. Get to about 12 or 13 players that, basically a Springbok team. At the moment, I've got about 8 players that I think, are definites. And there's a few maybe guys I'd like to have a look at.
The side for the second international, as well as the 30 players who will be touring Scotland, Ireland and Wales later this month, will be announced tomorrow morning.